Hello everyone, welcome back. I brought in this liquidamber today, do a little bit of pruning on it and stuff. I've had this tree, I bought this tree maybe 5 years ago, I'm not too sure. Again, another reason why I do the videos is so that I can remember when and I've done things with the trees and stuff. But I bought it as a garden centre material. It was just a big tall tree, there was no branches down this low. I brought it home and I did a big chop on it. You can see up there, I'll bring the camera now, see if you can so you can see there where I did the big chop. Almost healed over now. Yeah, and then I just started growing branches, and this is what we're at. I did a big chop last year up here again because it was getting very thick, and again it's getting quite heavy on top. Yeah, so you could see there's a couple of scars on it. That's where they had it when it was a tall tree, and it was quite thin when I bought it. It's thickened up, it's probably 3 times as thick now as it was when I got it. But them scars are where they had it tied to a cane, the bamboo cane, and they're still there. I was hoping by now they'd be gone, but it's what it is, we'll have to just live with it. Okay, so I'm just going to go through the tree, give it a bit of a pruning, possibly a bit of wiring, we'll see. There's a couple of branches like this one we could possibly pull down a bit, but it's not going to be easy. We could maybe drop this one down just to create more levels rather than just kind of levels like it is. We could maybe bring one of these down, leaving one up or something. We'll have a look. Okay, so the tree itself, all the branches, they're covered in buds. They grow pretty prolifically. In fact, there's one here that's even budding out now for some reason. So we'll just take that one off. We won't want that opening up now. Okay, so we'll start at the bottom. I'm going to have a look at these bottom branches. We'll start reducing it back a bit. I think this branch here is starting to get a bit far out, so we're going to bring that one in a little bit. I'll just bring the camera in a bit now. I'm going to reduce this one back, possibly to there. Take this whole piece off. So we'll just take it off to there, leave a little bit for dieback. Take off this dead stuff off the end. Off the top as well, and like I said, there's buds everywhere on it, so you've no fear of growing branches on these. We will take some of these top buds off, we won't want them. This branch here, we'll take off this whole chunky bit on the top here if we can, and just leave that bottom bud. It's going to be hard to get into without cutting that. Going from both sides like that. We'll have to seal all these up afterwards, so I'll try and keep my arms out the way if I can. Now I've got lots of buds coming out under here, so what happens is when these come out we'll chop this off, and that way then it'll help reduce, because the branches thicken up really quickly on these, on this one anyway. So again, we'll just take off these dead stubs. And we've got a bit too much going on over here, so I'll take out this one here. And we can probably reduce these back. And again, take off this old stuff off the top. Another Now we can get rid of. This one, I think we can reduce that one back as well. Okay, moving over to this side, that stuff in there, take out that middle bit. And again this one, I think I'm going to reduce that one right back. And I'll take this one right back. And this one will take right back as well. Okay, so we've kind of got that nice and short and stubby, ready for next year's growth. This one now, and we'll do the same. We've got a crossing branch here. Reduce that back so it can push out more. Just reduce that one back to this bud for now. And under here, I'll take out that top one. This branch here is getting a bit long. Let's take that back. Now up here on this one, I'll take it back to here. I'll just move the tips off that one. Back here we'll take out that centre bit and we'll reduce this long one back. Coming on up the top here, we'll just reduce that one back. Okay, and like I said, lots of back budding on it, so we may end up taking more of this off next year, but it's just for now. Now this back branch, it's coming from this side here, coming across, but we don't have that there. I have nothing on that side. If I take that out, I have nothing then on that side. There's a big gap there. Yeah, so we kind of have to leave that for now. I don't want it's all full of leaf. It looks okay, you can't really see much of the trunk anyway, so you wouldn't kind of notice it too much. So we'll have to leave it for now. Okay, again this branch here. I'm going to start reducing this one back as well. Take this one right back to here. This one back to here. I'm going to come quite hard back on these. So this crossing branch at the back, yeah, we're definitely going to have to leave it for now, but we will reduce it back. Maybe next year I'll have a look and see, can we try and train something else to fill in this gap so we can chop this one off completely. But for now we'll just leave it. Okay, now we'll move up a bit now. This is where I was thinking, could we bring something down here? I was even tempted of taking that whole top off the tree. It's come up a bit now, we're moved up a bit. taking all this off because there's not much taper up here. I'm just keeping this. It's our new apex. I'm working with that, but it's leaving the tree with very little. Maybe something I do in the future, but I don't know. It's only leaving it with a couple of branches then. So I'm kind of reluctant at the moment to do that. That might be a job for the future. But for now, we will maybe not so much worry about these bending them down stuff. Maybe that's something we'll do when it's in leaf and we can see how we can fill in the gaps a bit better. So what I am going to do is reduce them right back. I'm going to take that whole chunk off there. Take that off there. Same with this one. Bring it right back. I think I can take all that out as well. So we have this branch behind it. And even that I'm going to reduce right back, I think, to there. This branch here, do I need it? Kind of does fill in that space from the front of the tree, which is there. But we will take it right back. One here we can take right back. We'll bring this from right back as well. Okay. So go around the side here to this one. Again, we'll reduce this one right back as well. Take that one right back to there. Now, at the back up here, we have this big heavy branch. Again, not great, but don't know what else I can do apart from reducing it right back. So we reduce the vigor in it. We'll take that right off there. So doing some big cuts on this branch. You can see the amount of buds popping out all over it. That one off. We'll take out that middle one. So that's reduced right back. I think I might even take that whole chunk off there. Okay, now as we get up into the higher branches, we're going to tackle these now as well. Yeah, take out that altogether actually. There's another one just beside it. Come on. Take that one out. Take this one right back as well. I don't want it to like growing too much like a pine tree. I do want some growth up here. I don't want it too heavy. So maybe what I'll do is I'll just take out these, even just these tips to grow. So we can take right back as well. One off there. Now my apex. could take off the whole top there, this piece, but I'm just wondering, will that leave a really big scar at the front? Don't like the way it's so chunky up here. I'm thinking I'll take all that off. It won't be long filling out again. And if I have a scar at the front, once it fills out, you won't see it anyway. So I think we'll be okay. It's just too chunky up here. There's too much going on at the top. Just showing you that a bit closer up. You can see here, I've got all this going on. It's quite thick up here. It's not looking great. It's coming very far forward as well. And I think we can plug that light up because it's flickering a lot. I'm thinking if we take this off, we can start our apex with this back here. So I'm going to take off this whole top. So let's see if we get this in here. So maybe better for with my big cutters. Here. Okay, so and then where the nigel cylinders, big gut coming up. Okay, so that's that off. We'll just tidy that up a little bit now and try and get rid of that bulging. Seems to heal wounds quick enough. It doesn't heal when you scar the bark. You can see them lines that on it when I got it. But the wounds and things seem to heal up. I think it's because it sends out so many shoots from the wounds that they help to heal it up. Okay, that's nice and clean now. No, we don't want this now getting too chunky up here, so I'm going to reduce all this right back too. I'm going to take it right out, the centre out of it, like that. Put that bit down. Okay, this is pretty chunky now as well. If I just take off that branch there, and we'll just let that fill out a little bit. This one back here, we'll reduce this one right back. Okay, so I think we're pretty good. We didn't bother doing any wiring on it. It's the lower branches. I think we'll do that when the leaves are on it. We can actually see. I think this is still a bit long. I think I'm going to take that back. Like that. When it's full of leaf, then we might, like I said, bring one of these down, try and create more layers. But for now, I think we're done. The only thing left to do is to seal up these wounds. So we'll do that. Just put a bit of this stuff on it. May as well just, for the sake of it, put a dab on the ends of everything that I cut. Just looking there, that branch there could be reduced as well, I think. I'm going to take that right back too. So again, this will be sprayed with a winter protection spray and protect it from any bugs and things over the winter. And I'm not too worried about hard pruning it because, like I said, they grow very quick. I have to prune this guy a couple of times a year normally because it grows so fast and gets so choked up with leaves and branches that I have to keep cleaning it back a bit just to create space. I reckon I could chop all these branches off and start again, and within a few years I'd be back to this again. Okay, I think we're more or less there now. Not too more on this one. Okay. Let's clean my hands now and we'll stand back and have a look at it and see. We may even decide at some stage to change the front of this tree. I'm not sure. I kind of would have to be to be honest, I think the reason why I picked this as the front was it was at the time the best roots bred, and it showed less of the scar from the string. But we can always change it at some stage. This tree always looks quite bare and very chunky. It's not much taper here to here when it's got no leaves on it, and like I said, I've been tempted to cut it right back, but when it's full of leaf you don't see a lot of the trunk. You only see bits of the trunk here and there, so it doesn't really show up too bad, look too bad when it's in leaf. So that's why I've always been reluctant to cut it back. It's got big heavy roots coming out of the soil down here, so I think it will probably definitely need a, that's a good word, it'll definitely need a repot I think come the spring. It's been in this pot for quite a while. I think it was the first pot I put it in when I got it out of its original nursery pot, so we'll probably need a repot right in the spring, so we'll have a look at it, maybe do a bit of root work on it. Other than that, it'll have to survive the winter, which I have no doubt it will, and yeah, we'll come back and have a look at it in the spring. So as always guys, thanks for watching. Don't forget to hit the like and subscribe button, and we'll see you on the next one.